Right. Today we will discuss more on SQL and their syntax, how to create the tables and how to insert the value into the table and how to retrieve the. कल हम लोगों ने क्या क्या कर लिया था? कुछ किया था? कोई सिंटेक्स?
सर्वर कनेक्शन स्टैब्लिश करना और एक टेबल क्रिएट करना सीखा था।
चलिए ठीक है। So we start with this again. So we have already discussed about the SQL, right? So just start with different kind of syntax used in the table. So when we talk about the different component of SQL, as we have seen, SQL is classified in sub languages, right? And these languages are classified as DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, and DQL, right? All these 5 different types of language that will having certain set of instruction or statement by which we can create, define, and modify our database as per the time, right? So first of the statement that will be, we call it is data definition language. It is used to create or modify or delete the database structure, right? So whenever we creating a schema of any table or a schema of structure, right, we have to define what kind of type value that particular table will contain and what is the type of that data and what kind of constant we can apply. All such kind of, when we just work over the data structure rather than the data, then we have to use the DDL statement. That means we have to define the schema and constant in DDL statement. So what are those DDL statements? We have already discussed all these statements. One is create, alter, drop, truncate, and rename. What is the purpose of create? Create is a statement that will basically create any database object. What kind of database object? Database object may be any database, maybe any table, or that is called relation, maybe any view, maybe any user, maybe any function, procedure, trigger, and many more other objects that use in the database, right? So all such kind of database object, whenever we want to create, this is create using the simple word that is create statement. Alter statement is used for altering the modification of the database structure. Not in data, but database structure. If you want to alter the structure of the database, you have to use the alter statement. What is the purpose of alter? Like whenever we have only 3 columns in a table, right, and you want to add one more column, so that means you are just altering your database structure, right, table structure. So we have to use the alter statement. Or either you have to drop some column, right, from the database, so you have to use the altering. Altering is used for altering any database structure. लाइक यू आप कॉलम ऐड करना, कॉलम डिलीट करना, किसी के डाटाबेस के अंदर आपको उसका डेटा टाइप चेंज करना है, मॉडिफाई करना है, कोई भी ऐसा, तो वी हैव टू यूज द ऑल्टर स्टेटमेंट. ड्रॉप स्टेटमेंट इज बेसिकली यूज्ड फॉर ड्रॉपिंग द डाटाबेस स्ट्रक्चर. लाइक वी हैव टू ड्रॉप द डाटाबेस, we use the drop statement. We have to use database table, drop the database table, we use the drop statement. So all drop is basically used for dropping or deleting the structure. it not only delete the structure but also the space in that. Truncate. Truncate is just similar to the delete. As we have seen in the delete will only delete the records or remove the records from the table. But when we use the truncate statement, it not only delete the records in the table but also the space occupied in the memory that is also dropped or removed from there. So truncate is used for dropping the table as well as their records. Rename statement is used for renaming any database object, right? Like if we want to create a database as a, then if you want to create the new name as B, so you have to use the rename. Renaming a table, renaming a or structure of the table, right? So we have to rename it. Now, all these statements are auto-committed. Auto-committed means by default, whenever we apply these statement over the data structure or database structure, right, these are auto-committed, means it are successfully completed by default. But when we do any operation or modification over the data, right, then we have to provide the two protocol. One is called commit or another is rollback. Commit means successful completion of the operation. So transaction control processing में use किया जाता है commit and rollback. Right? Later on we discuss it again. So what are the different DML statements? When we do any modification in the data, like insertion into the table, updation of any record or deleting any record from the table, we have to use the data manipulation languages. Third type of SQL sublanguage, that is called DCL or data control language, right? So whenever any user want to access the records which are stored in the database, we have to provide some permission to access. So permission is granting using the grant statement. So grant any person like creating any table, a user want to create any table, and at that time that user doesn't having any permission, so that user cannot create any table or cannot modify any value into the table or access the table. So at that time, DBA will grant the permission to the particular user to access the records, can modify or can delete or can insert, right? So if you want to revoke all those permissions, we have to use the revoke statement. Fourth category of statement, that is called transaction control language. In that, it controls the operation over the database. So we have to use commit and rollback. Commit is used for successful completion. If that operation is not successfully completed, and at that time, for maintaining the consistency and accuracy of the data, the operation becomes a rollback. So we have to provide the rollback the operations. Last, that in DQL, the statement we are using that is used for retrieving the data from the database. So there is one of the statement that is called the select. Select is used for retrieving the data from the database. So hello. A DQL statement is used for retrieving the data from the database, and it uses the select statement, right? So we move towards the data definition languages again, and one by one we have to implement all these statements, how we can create a table, how we can alter the table, how we can drop a table, how we can truncate the table and comment and rename as per data definition language. So one by. So first one, create a table. So creating a table, we have a syntax. In that syntax, we use the create statement. We use the create statement. In that create, as the object we want to create, that is table. So we have to write here table and give the table name. We have to any table name, and as per that we have to write what the columns. That means that is, we are defining here schema, so we have to also define the column. So in that we have a column name 1 and also their data type and the size. Column name 2, the data type and size. Column name, right, and we have to data type and size, right? So there are n number of columns. So all columns, their data type and their size is defined when we create a table. It is a simple syntax right now. Later on, we have to modify this syntax by applying some constant on it, whether it is a column constant or a table constant, right? Before that, just a simple statement for creating a table. Let, for example, create a student table, roll number, name, branch, age, address, and percentage. What is roll number, name, branch, age, and address and percentage, right? So what are the different kind of data type associated with all these attributes? What will be the size? So we have all mentioned in creating of this table. So we move to the command prompt. Right. See here, we are creating a table, that is the student. So create table. Now give the name of the table, that is student. Now what are different kinds of attributes? First one is the roll number, right? So roll number with their data type, let it is an integer type, so we have to define integer, comma, that is first column is defined here. Now the name, and now as we know there are variable length of string in terms of name, so we have to give a varchar and we have to define is 10, right? Then also we can, what are the different kind of name, then branch. So branch is there, fine. Also it is a variable length or like it is a fixed length, right? So char is another kind of data type. So char of right, it is a 10 again, size is 10. Now another one is age, address, and percentage. Age is there, so age is defined here. Age must be integer type, so integer, right? Again, now address, so address is there, and what is the data type for this? That is the varchar 2. Let it is another data type that will be introduced in version 89. And after that, percentage is also there, percentage, and that is must be a floating point value. In that there may be a decimal value, so we can say here is a number, and here we are fixing out of 4 we have to 2 digits are for the decimal point. So this is the syntax for creating a table student. स्टूडेंट की टेबल क्या थी? हमारी स्टूडेंट की टेबल थी, क्रिएट करना था स्टूडेंट टेबल, ठीक है? स्टूडेंट नाम की एक टेबल क्रिएट करनी थी जिसमें क्या क्या एट्रीब्यूट थे? रोल नंबर, नेम, ब्रांच, एज, एड्रेस एंड परसेंटेज. So whenever we want to create any table, right, so we have to check what kind of attribute that table contain and what are the data type we can associate it to those attributes, and what will be the size first of all, because as per the syntax we have a column name, their data type, their size. So in that, see, in that table, we have seen, we have to give the name of the table, that is student, and provide all the attribute like roll number, name, branch, age, address, and percentage, right? So here, what is the type of this roll number? क्या हम associate कर सकते हैं? Roll number is just a kind of integer value, so it is a integer. What is the type of name? Name is again a string. So in that case, we have to associate with the varchar, variable length characters. Branch, we have to take a fixed length characters, right? Char. Age, that is integer. Address, again a varchar. So what here we have taken different kind of data type, varchar 2, that will be introduced later on. Earlier it was varchar, right? So percentage, again a data type we are using here, number, right? Is there value. Out of 4, 2 digits are secure for the decimal points, right? So this is a simple syntax that will use for creating a table, right? So just we create. So now, see here, your table is created, right? So if you want to see this table, so you write describe or DESC, right, and check whether your table is created or not, and what is the different aspects of this table. So student table is there, and we are writing. See here, when we write DSC or describe statement at the command prompt, the structure of the student table is defined here. What is the name? Name is given. What is the null value? So there is, we are not specifying any constant in that, right? So there is all blank here, but we have associated the types, so all the types are displayed here. Roll number is a number, that is integer type. Name varchar, branch char, age number, address varchar, and percentage number. So all this is defined, right? So using create, we are creating a table. Using describe, we are describing the table. Now we have insert some value into the table, right? So inserting a value into the table, we just move to this. So basic data type later on we discuss again, but before that, how to insert the value into the table, right? So inserting the values into the table, we are having different method. One of the method is without specifying column name. Without specifying column name, that means we are inserting the value, not mentioning any column. So what is the syntax in that? Insert into table name values. See, insert into table name values, and whatever the value you want to insert, so you have to provide here. So value 1, value 2, value 3, up to so on, value n. And here you have to keep in mind all these value must be in the order in which your table columns are there. So whatever the column, so this value 1 belongs to column 1, value 2 belongs to column 2, value 3 belongs to column 3, value 4 belongs to column 4, up to so on, value belongs to column 1. This is one of the method by which we can insert the values into the table. Another method is we are also providing the column with the values, because sometime you forget what are the order in which columns are there. So in that, insert into table name, and you have to give all the columns, column 1, column 2, column 3, up to so on, column n, and also provide the values, value 1, value 2, value 3, up to so on. So value 1 now move to column 1, value 2 now move to value 3 now will belong to column 4, and so on, value n. Now inserting into this. So insert into student, and what is the value? So values as first roll number is, let it is 1, 2, then name is what? Suppose it's Ramesh, कोई भी नाम दे दिया. So whenever we insert any value as a string, that must be written in the single quotes, right? ध्यान रखिएगा. So next is branch letter is CSE, then age is 22. Now suppose address is ABC/1 to Greater Noida, for example. Right? Again, it is in the single quotes. Then what? Address of the percentage that it is 75.8. Right? So 75.8 of this value. And then we please insert into this. So see here, one row is created. Right? Once your row is created, you can see what is the value in the table. So you want to see, so retrieve the information from the table. That means all information what we have inserted into the table. So there is a keyword that we have already discussed, that is select. Select is a statement that will retrieve the information. And now what we want to extract means all the information. All is represented by the star. What? Star is used for all values, right? Select star, and now from is used for, from is a clause key in from which table you want to extract this information. As we have already created one of the table, that is student, so we have to retrieve the information from student table. So student and semicolon. Semicolon is used for terminating the syntax, while comma is used for separating the different same type of instructions, right? So right, see here. In that you can see here, roll number is now 12, name is Ramesh, branch is CSE, age is 22, address is this, and percentage is 75. So one of the row is inserted into the table, right? Similarly, again, if we want to insert one more row, let it is suppose 13. Again, name is Ramesh, CSE, and here with the you have changed the is, and address is also changed. Let for example XYZ, right? And Greater Noida is their value is 85.8 for example, or 5 मान लेते हैं. So again, right, see. So one more value is inserted, right? And you can also insert the value like we have already mentioned. You can also provide the column name in that. Column name is what? Roll number, comma, name, comma, branch, fine, then age, then AWD address, then percentage, right? All these we have given, and values also we have mentioned. Let it is 14, name is changed कमलेश, भी डाल देते हैं, कमल कर देते हैं, फाइन. कमल, branch is IT, age is suppose 22, then he is AB, suppose MNO, कुछ भी नाम दे दीजिए, and but here we have mentioned this, and let it is Delhi, for example. And he is according 80.2, right? Now see here, one more row created. So on both the bases, either you have to provide the column with their values, or simply you have to provide the this. So these values are inserted into that particular, right? So again, if we want to find the what is the content in that, so see here we have already inserted 3 rows in that. So 12, 13, 14, name Ramesh, Kamal, branch is there, age is there, address is there, and percentage is there, right? So this is a sentence, this is a syntax that by this syntax we can create a table, how to insert into the how to insert the value into the table and how to retrieve the information from a table, right? Three things. So you can see here, create statement is under the DDL, insert statement is under DML, select statement under DQL. So all these three statements we have mentioned here, that is use one for the DDL, another one for the DML, another one for the DQL, right? So you can now create tables and you can also insert the value into the table, right? One more way we can insert, if we are inserting the multiple value, multiple row in the table. Right now we have seen we can insert a row by row, right? First row, then second row, then third row, and so on. Every time we have to run the syntax of insert into, right? Now again, if we want to insert the multiple rows simultaneously, we can do something in that. Values, and but now in that we have to use the ampersand. That means now we are insert the value at the address of these. Here, when we write all the attribute with their address operator, so that means now your value will be entered at these locations, right? So let, for example, roll number, asking for the roll number, so enter roll number for roll number. We have to let it is 15. You have to enter the name of the person. Now here already you are using the single quotes, so there is no use to write again single quotes, right? So we have to write, suppose Kumar is there, right? Kumar is there. Branch is, suppose IT again. IT is there. Let, for example, age is 24. Fine, 24 is there. क्या हुआ? क्या गलती की मैंने, बताइए.
सर एज और परसेंटेज में शायद वो मिस कर दिया.
हाँ, नहीं, मैंने क्या किया था, इंटर वैल्यू फॉर ब्रांच आईटी, इंटर वैल्यू फॉर एड्रेस 24 डाला, ठीक है. वैल्यू फॉर एड्रेस रोल नंबर, नेम, ब्रांच. एज में हमने एम्परसेंड नहीं लिया था, ध्यान रखिएगा. एज पे हमने एम्परसेंड नहीं लिया, भूल गए, यहाँ पर छूट गया. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज, जैसे ही हमने इस पे लिया और यहाँ पे एड्रेस डाला है, ठीक है. एड्रेस हमारा होना चाहिए था क्या, इंटीजर, ये छूट गया. सो दैट्स व्हाई is there here. So again you modify your column syntax, and here we have to write ampersand. Enter one file, then we have to write Kumar, then branch is IT, then age is 24, then branch is, address is, suppose anything. की बार क्या किया मैंने,
सर आपने परसेंटेज में भी
हाँ, परसेंटेज में भी नहीं किया हुआ है. राइट 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 राइट, कहीं कहीं छूट रही है. One row is created again. So again you have to insert the values. So you have to use the forward slash. / and press the enter. So that means again it will ask for the next row. In that case, here you have to write roll number as, suppose we have to writing again 618, then name is suppose Sales, ठीक है, branch is suppose chemical, ठीक है, age is suppose 23, ठीक है, and address is anything, ठीक है, and percentage is suppose 87.58, okay, fine, okay. So again the value is created, right? So now if we want to use the select statement from a student, now all those values are displayed, right? So still now you have seen how we can insert the values into the table and how we can retrieve the information from the table, right? Now suppose you want to extract only the name from the table student, right? So see here we have to select and give the column name. Column name is name, right? And from where we can do the student. So student is there, right? And put this. So whatever the name is there, so these names are displayed. So Ramesh, Kamal, Kumar, Sales. So Ramesh, Kamal, Kumar, Sales. All these are displayed. If you want to display name with their roll number, so name and roll number, right, from student. So you can see what will be sorry. So name, comma. If you see, हमने कहा similar type of syntax को आपको हमेशा किससे distinguish करना पड़ेगा, कॉलम से. तो हमने यहाँ पे नहीं किया था, जैसे name, comma, roll number. तो ये इस वाले पोर्शन को उसने इग्नोर कर दिया, ठीक है. तो जो रोल नंबर के नीचे जो पहला वाला कॉलम है वो सारा का सारा उसने प्लेस कर दिया, नेम एंड देन दिस. यस मैम, क्लास चलेगी, बताइए. वो चलेगी आधा घंटे तक, बताइए. तो कौन सा एकेडमिक चलेगा, राइट. सो नेम, रोल नंबर. अब यहाँ पे किसी भी सीक्वेंस में आप अपना डाटा एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं, नेम, नंबर, रोल नंबर या फिर एड्रेस. सो यू हैव टू प्रोवाइड द ऑल द कॉलम नेम. सो हियर दिस इज द कॉलम लिस्टिंग. सो यू हैव टू डू द कॉलम हियर and from student. So all this will be done, right? So this is how to create a table, how to insert the value into the table, then how to retrieve the data from the table. That we will complete it now. But move to that, what are the different kind of data type we have to use, right? So what are the basic data type we have seen? One of the data type you have seen, that is char. Char is used for the fixed line value, fixed line string, right? And whatever we have to write here, we have to write the size. You can mention the size, and in the char case, you can also optional is there by default. It takes the 255 characters. So you can also remove this size, or either you can give the size in that. So size will be provided here. What is the length of the particular attribute? So is one of the data type that is used for the fixed line string. Second kind of data type in the string format, that is the varchar or varchar2. Earlier there was only the varchar, but in version of SQL 89, varchar2 is also considered. It's just modification in that to include more length of the strings. So it is to variable length alphanumeric data. And maximum data type, this data type can hold up to 4,000 characters. There are some numeric. Yes.
सर ये जो हमने टेबल नेम और वो देते हैं नेम, तो उसमें ये तो केस इंसेंसिटिव है अगर हम विंडोज में यूज कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हम लिनक्स में करते हैं तो वहाँ पे सेंसिटिव होता है। क्यों ऐसा क्यों होता है?
लाइनक्स में यूज कर रहे हैं तो केस, आप कौन सा वर्जन यूज कर
हाँ,
रहे हो?
केस वहाँ केस सेंसिटिव होता है अगर मैं उबुंटू यूज करूँ तो।
ऑब्वियस है, देखिए इसकी एक एसक्यूएल इज ए केस इंसेंसिटिव कि केस आपका अपर केस लेटर लिख रहे हो या लोअर केस लिख रहे हो, उससे उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता, वो बाय डिफॉल्ट जो है वो ले लेता है।
मगर इसमें लिनक्स में क्यों लेता है सर ये?
एसक्यूएल की प्रॉपर्टीज तो ये केस इंसेंसिटिव है।
हाँ, लेकिन लिनक्स है, लेकिन ये सिर्फ विंडोज के लिए है, लेकिन लिनक्स में ऐसा नहीं होता है।
लाइनक्स में मैंने इसको देखा, मैं बात बता दूंगा इसको, ठीक है। चलिए, again numeric data type again classified two category. One is the approximation of values like float and real. There may be a single precision or there may be a double precision. Single precision value ranges from -3.4 to 3.4 10 to the 10 raised to power 38 to 3 minus plus 3.4 to 10 to power 38. While in double precision the range is minus 1.79 to 10 to power 308 to 10 to 1.79 10 to power 308. So whenever we do any approximate value, when we need any approximate value for any attribute, we have to use the float or real. But for any fixed length, fixed numeric, we have to use the integer. Integer is a specified integer value. Decimal and numeric, these are specified the floating point values. Floating point value means that contain the decimal points. Decimal point means in that you have to use a number. Out of those number, p is the total number of digits. Over total number of digits p, we can take as digits for the decimal. Like हमने कहा 4,2, that means out of 4 digit, 2 digit used for decimal points. When your integer value is not so big, you use the small int, right? Small int is basically here be a 8-bit आपका 32-bit प्रोसेसर है तो 30-bit इंटीजर टाइप होगा, 64-bit प्रोसेसर तो 64-bit. So in that case, if you are decrease your size of integer, you can use the small int. Small int, it is used for specifying small integer value. Bit, if you are defining any bit value to store at a particular attribute, you use the bit. Even there is a one of the image data type also there. Next is the date and time data type. Date, whenever you give any birth date, that so at that time birth date is associated with the date, and that you have take the format DD, MON, bye. That means you have to specify the month in 3 letters like January as JN, February FEB, March MAR, and so on like that. So DD dash MON month, then bye. Time, again time is used for specify the time value, so like the hour, minute and second. Time instant will not only specify date and time. So in that case we have to see year, month, day, hour, minute and second also. So time instant at which time you have to associate it. जब आप देखा हो कि आपने अगर MS Access कोई गूगल फॉर्म बनाया तो किस टाइम पे कोई आपके पास डाटा को फिल किया तो वहाँ पे एक टाइम स्टैम्प आ जाता है, उसमें देखो टाइम भी आ जाता है और साथ में उसकी डेट भी आ जाती है, राइट? सो ऑल दिस विल बी used whenever we create any database, right? And you can understand how we can use all these different types of data and different types of data type, right? Now, so now creating a table, till now we have seen again, we are creating just a table, but we are not specifying any column here. Like when we describe, no constant is written with this. Like here, if you want to insert any roll number as 12, then you can insert again. Like see here. See, roll number is regular. Roll number is 12. Their name is Rajesh. Okay, fine. Branch is CSE. Okay, good. Age is 23. Fine. Address, suppose anything. Okay, we have written, and percentage 57.5. So again, if we see all see here, 12 is also inserted into that. While in any student table, roll number must be unique, and we can insert such kind of entry into the table because there is no restriction over the table. So we have to specify some constant so that your roll number must be unique. Yeah, your value must not be null. Yeah, you have to check your value must belong to in a particular set. So all that can be done in that, right? So in that case, we have to specify some of the constant, right? So how we can specify the constant into the table? There are two kind of constant. One is called column constant, another is called table constant. Column constant is applied at the time when we specify the column, right? When we specify the column, then we have to write the constant, then that kind of constant is known as column constant. When you have already specified all the columns, right? And after that, if you specify any constant, then that kind of constant is called the table constant. So there are two kind of constant. One is called column constant, another is called the table constant. Column constant and table constant. So what are those column constant and table constant? See here, following are the column constant. One is not null, that will use for any column should not hold any null value. Primary key constant, that will basically specify any attribute become a primary key, and when you specify any attribute as a primary key, that must not be null and it must be unique for that. You can specify unique constant, that case specifying that value in the column must be unique. Your value must be unique for that particular column. You can also specify the foreign key, that means if any attribute that refer to any other table, so you have to specify a foreign key for that, and check constant, that will specify the domain of your attribute, that means your value must belong to a particular set. So check constant is also there. So these are the some column constant. How to do this? How to specify? We are to just providing here again. Suppose we are creating like a table. To create table, let it be a name of a table is EMP2. EMP1 is already existing, that's why I am taking a EMP2 name, and employee ID, that is a integer type, and we have creating name ename, that is a varchar2 of size ले लेते हैं 10, fine, good, and department number, that is again a integer type, right? Let it only 3 entries. So table is created. Now we are entering some values. Now we are entering like insert into